Well, hello. This morning we're inside the SUV. Yeah, I know. It's not the normal ITL. I know. I'm sorry for hitting the microphone. Just looking for my e-cigarette. Oh, sitting here this morning, I got my different microphones all rolled up. I always have them together. My stage mic, my lapel mics, and I got my favorite one that I got all hooked up right now, using it right now. My last one I actually got in the mail. Actually, I love it as far as what I need to do. But the reasons why I was actually trying them out was that being a wireless microphone, you got to worry about interference and wireless interference. And I'll be honest with you, I went through my microphones, and yes, I could probably work all but my Pyle, the very first wireless microphone I got last year. Before I put it away, it was acting up anyway, and that's one of the reasons why I started getting other wireless microphones. Lapel mics, and it's not acting right again. So it's like I'll just save it back for bits and pieces, because it's basically the same thing as other generic ones I bought. So right now I went down from 4 wireless microphones, it's including my stage mic, down to 3, which is not a big deal at all. I do have 4 ports on my soundboard, my mixer board. So I can later on in the future I can order a 4th wireless microphone and see if I can make it work. Now, so far, so good. Whenever you get similar microphones, sometimes you'll get interference, and that's to be expected. But so far, I've 3 different microphones, and all 3 of them they're playing well together. I'm not getting any interference. Before the Pyle gave out on me, I was getting a little bit of interference with the I call it the generic Pyle, but Pyle's kind of generic anyway. The green one, the last one I got, it's like the Pyle. I was getting a little bit of interference, then it gave out, and it wasn't to do with the interference. I don't think. I think it's just the Pyle, just a weak microphone right now, if it works. And in my eyes, it's not a big deal. I know to get a different style microphone next time as a plug-in replacement. To play together. Now, if I do buy a replacement microphone, it'll be like the one I'm using right now. It's the 2-piece with the antenna sticks up, the middle antenna sticks up, and because I just like it, I just get I get a better audio from that, because anything that looks like the Pyle, it's got kind of a hollow sound to it, which is it works. It's not too bad, but it works. But I know where my adjustments are for the board. Actually, I'm pointing to the front of the SUV because the board is actually sitting on my dash right now. Everything is actually, I call wireless, because I don't have to worry about AC or DC plugins, because it all runs off of batteries. The only wires I have is what goes to the camera and whatever plugs into the board. So it's pretty self-contained as far as that goes. And I kind of like my wireless setup. Like I said, I got 1 spare port plugged into the board now. That's not a big deal. I've heard of people actually adding background music and stuff to it, and that way everything's mixed together into the camera. But that's not something I would actually do, I don't think, because I would do that in editing myself. So I just leave that port open for another microphone in the future, another microphone. But so far I can do interviews with up to 2 other people with my wireless setup and be just fine. Before I can go up to 3, which is, it's kind of better in my eyes, but 3 getting into the same picture gets kind of crowded too. So there's ups and downs, and I think this really works out. This is going to work out well for me. But yeah, I just figured since I got some downtime, I go ahead and play with this, learn where the settings on the board works the best for these microphones. And like I said, I got my stage mic working well. I've got my the mock Pyle, I call it. It's the Kongin, Kongin KM208. It's actually, like, you can't see the numbers or anything, but it actually works half decent. It's still got a little bit of a hollow sound to it, but it'll work. It'll work. That's my mock Pyle. The Pyle itself, I mean, it's dead for me. I'm not going to worry about it. This is the Pyle one. I'm not going to worry about it. It's just extra parts of my eyes. If I can get it going, I can get it going in the future. Something for me to play with. I've gotten it going once before. But yeah, it might even be the batteries are low because the battery's set for so long. Because I'll pull the batteries out, but they're still sitting in the case. Just get some fresh batteries, it might just get it up and running. We'll have to see, but still it'll interfere with the Kongin, whatever I would pronounce it. It'll still interfere with that. So I mean, it's still not really usable as together as a unit. So it's like, oh, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I figured go ahead and shoot this while I'm sitting inside the SUV today, because that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. If I decide to go ahead and make it ITL, my normal ITL, we can do that also. But I figured this is just a change up. I know it's not really the best for you guys to see me because I'm just running off my dome lights. But yeah, it'll work for me. Hope you all have a great week. Signing out.